Hello, dear student. Today we are going to understand the chapter Provision and Reserve. Provision and reserves plays a very important role in accountancy in recording of business. Provisions and reserves are created from the profits, but there is a difference between provision and reserve. In this chapter we are going to understand the meaning and the difference. Firstly, the meaning of provision is a charged against concept. That means provisions create in case of profit as well as in case of loss. The examples of provisions are provision for depreciation, provision for doubtful debts, and provision for the tax. These are created for future protection against the losses. Profits and loss account importance in case of provision. The provision is recorded on debit side of profit and loss account as per the rule of nominal account. The importance of provisions are it determine correct profit or loss through profit and loss account, to ascertain true and fair view of financial position through balance sheet, and the principle of conservatism or prudence is followed in case of provisions. Now we are going to understand the meaning of reserves. Reserves are created for futures, but it is an appropriation concept. That means it is created in case of profits only. If there is loss, no reserves will be maintained by the businessman. Now, the importance of reserves. Reserves can be used for expansion purposes, for the improvement of financial position by purchasing fixed assets, for the repayments of liabilities like meeting payment with creditors, meeting unforeseen contingencies like earthquake. Reserves can be of two types: revenue reserves, which can be created from revenue profits or day-to-day profits. Capital profits can be made from capital profits. Revenue reserves are of two types: general reserves and specific reserves. General reserves can be used for general purposes, and specific reserves can be used for specific purposes like education, medical, etc. The difference between provision and reserves. Provision is a charged against concept. That means provisions can be created in case of profit as well as in case of loss. Reserve is an appropriation profit. That means reserves can be created only in case of profits. The purpose of provision is to meet uncertain liability, and the purpose of reserve is to strengthen the position. Provisions are debited in profit and loss account. Reserves is debited in profit and loss appropriation account. Now, the secret reserves, the existence is not disclosed, that is secret reserves. The advantage of secret reserves are it increases the working capital of the business, because we can use this secret reserves as per according to our need of our business. Heavy losses can be met and which do not disturb the position of the business. The disadvantage of secret reserve is the balance sheet shall not disclose the true and fair position, because we hide information from the users.